There is a point in the ocean where light completely dies. They call it the Hadal Zone. But the deepest, coldest trench on Earth isn't in the Pacific. It is inside the person sleeping right next to you. For 3 years, I thought I was building a life. In reality, I was slowly drowning. Let's look at the data. I was a 28-year-old software engineer. Stable, logical, and deeply committed. Sarah was a marketing coordinator. Vibrant, chaotic, and carrying baggage named Mike. We met at a crowded tech conference. To me, she was the future. But to her, I was a life jacket. When she lost her job, I paid her rent for 4 straight months. I cooked, edited her resumes, and carried her weight. Then came the ultimate test. My company offered me a senior role in Europe. Double the salary, cutting-edge projects, a fresh start. But Sarah cried. She said long distance would destroy us. So I turned it down. I chose her comfort over my career. At the time, it felt like love. Actually, it was the first step into the dark. Then, the water started getting colder. Sarah began mentioning Mike again. Harmless jokes. Shared memories. Then, the midnight buzzing started. At 2 in the morning, her screen would illuminate the dark bedroom. One night, I caught a glimpse of a message on her lock screen. Miss our adventures. It had a winking face. My chest tightened. The next morning, I tried to address it. No shouting. Just quiet logic. I asked her to set a simple boundary. To block him. But she just smiled. A cold, dismissive smirk. You can't expect me to block my ex, she said. We're still friends. She told me I was insecure. She said if I truly loved her, I wouldn't care. I looked at my coffee cup as it went cold. I didn't argue. I just nodded. Then be friends, I said. That was the turning point. The next few days were quiet. But on social media, she began erasing me in plain sight. She posted a throwback photo of her and Mike on a sunlit beach. The caption read, "Good times with old friends." Our mutual friends commented on how cute they looked together. I sat alone on the couch, watching my own replacement happen in real time. Why was I tolerating this? I had turned down a massive international promotion, twice, for her. The second offer had arrived just 3 months prior. She had pouted and said, "Mike always says long distance kills relationships." Think about that. My career decisions were being dictated by her toxic ex-boyfriend. Then came the final drop. I came home early and caught her giggling on the phone. She hung up instantly. That night, she sat me down. She had a rehearsed, clinical look on her face. "I need space," she said. "Mike understands parts of me that you just don't." She told me I was too settled, too predictable. And then, the ultimatum. If you can't handle my friendship with him, maybe we aren't right. She wanted a break. No tears. No hesitation. She looked at me, expecting a fight, begging perhaps. But I felt something shift inside me. A sudden, absolute silence. "I get it," I said. I stood up, grabbed my laptop, and went to the bedroom. The game was over. While she slept, I went to work. First, I logged into social media. I deleted every single photo of us. Hundreds of memories, wiped in minutes. Next, I opened my email. I wrote to my director in Europe. I accept the position. Ready to relocate immediately. The offer was still open. Within hours, I had a departure date set for 2 weeks out. The next day at the office, my phone lit up. "Why did you delete our photos?" she texted. I didn't reply. "Why are you ignoring me?" I waited until the sun set. Then, I sent her a single image. A photo of my one-way boarding pass to Europe. No caption. No explanation. Then, I turned my phone off. I didn't look back. Settling in Europe was a masterclass in clean slates. My apartment overlooked ancient stone streets and a winding river. The work was intense, complex, and rewarding. But the old world still tried to pull me back down. Mutual friends messaged me, calling me cold. "You ghosted her," they wrote. "That's cruel." I didn't defend myself. I simply muted the group chats. Silence is a powerful shield. Then, 3 months later, the pressure of the deep ocean caught up with her. Karma doesn't knock. It breaks the door down. It turned out Mike wasn't the free-spirited adventurer she imagined. He was a parasite. He moved into our old apartment, drained her savings for a failed venture, and slept with other women. When she called him out, he publicly humiliated her online. He called her desperate and broke, then blocked her. Sarah broke down completely. She lost her job. She couldn't pay the rent alone and had to move back in with her sister. Suddenly, the predictable life she despised looked like a luxury. The messages started coming from unknown numbers. "Please, it's Sarah. I miss you." Then came the late-night voicemails, slurred and weeping. Mike was a mistake. He took everything. "You were so good to me. Please let me visit." She even tried to turn it on me. "You wanted me to block him, but now you've blocked me. It's not fair." I listened to the voicemail once, feeling absolutely nothing. No anger, no satisfaction, just a flat line of indifference. The final confrontation happened at a mutual friend's wedding. It was a virtual ceremony. I logged in from my European balcony, wearing a sharp suit. My new partner, Anna, was in the kitchen prepping dinner. Suddenly, Sarah's face appeared in the participant grid. She looked exhausted, her hair messy, sitting in a cluttered bedroom. She private messaged me immediately. "Partner? Wait. We need to talk." She requested a private breakout room. I clicked accept. Her eyes were red. "I can't believe you're with someone else," she sobbed. "Mike destroyed me. He hit me. I lost everything. Seeing you like this, I realized what I threw away." I leaned back in my chair. "Sarah," I said calmly, "you wanted to keep your ex in your life. I wanted peace. I found it." She cried harder. "But I love you. Don't do this." "The chapter's closed," I said. "Handle your choices." I clicked leave. I blocked her account. And just like that, the pressure equalized. The creature at the bottom of the trench was finally left in the dark.